This video is brought to you by Systematic Motivation, LLC. You can learn more about us by visiting some of the links below. Thanks, let's get started. On today's gadget review, we will be experimenting with draw circuits from Circuit Scribe. Okay, so here's the box, and when you open it, it should come with the Circuit Scribe's contact information and their social media information. Now, the basic workbook comes with the instruction manual, and it gives you about 10 different experiments. We're going to try to get to all of them today. We may or may not, but just flipping through the pages, we're basically going to learn about circuits in parallel and circuits in series, and I'll explain all of that a little bit later. Okay, so here in the kit are the resistors, which creates resistance in the flow of electricity, the module stencil to create new circuits, the NPN transistor that can control and direct the flow of current or electricity, and it can also act as an amplifier. The Circuit Scribe conductor ink pen, which is what we will use to draw our circuit path. The kit comes with 2 LED output modules that will light up either red or blue, a 2-pin adapter that's similar to the transistor, a SPST switch. This is the input module that allows for interaction, similar to us interacting with switching the lights on and off, a power adapter for the battery, and the 9-volt battery. And it also comes with a metal sheet for the magnets to stick to. Okay, so I've already taken my conductor ink pen and drawn in the circuit paths, and it looks pretty good. They say that you don't have to stay inside of the lines, so I didn't. I just kind of drew them in, and now it says that I can use the metal sheet that's behind the workbook to snap my circuits to the sheet so that it doesn't, slip or anything like that. So I went ahead and did that. I did my by LED first, and the LED should either light up red or blue. I'm not really sure which color is going to light up. Now I'm using the power source adapter, and I'm going to go ahead and place that on there as well. And the power source adapter, you're going to see the positive and negatives on there. Now I'm going to add in the battery and make sure that the opposites attract. So the positive should be on the negative and the negative should be on the positive. In the kit that they have, the positive node is like a hexagon, and then the negative node is like a circle. So I'm going to snap those in there. That's weird. Boom. Gizmo, stop! Okay guys, so I just noticed that the circles in the examples are filled. So I'm gonna try filling the circles and see if it will work then. That may be a user error. Okay, so we're taking, now it's not sticking. I think I just made it worse. Oh, I think I saw something, guys. I think I just saw. There we go. I was like, now I know I did not spend how much ever I spent on this thing for it not to work. So pay very close attention to the instructions. It literally gives you the example. It says draw a circuit pattern using Circuit Scribe conductive ink. It says draw a circuit pattern using Circuit Scribe conductive ink. The red dotted lines between modules help to show you where to draw, but don't worry about staying inside the lines. What it also needed to say was make sure you circle the entire thing with the conductive pen. That's something I didn't do, but yay, it worked. So we're good. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so Just gonna make sure all of our pieces are drawn in. Okay, so for this next experiment, don't forget to have your sheet underneath your paper. So I almost forgot. Okay guys, so now we're going to learn about voltage. Voltage is the change in electrical potential energy between 2 points. Alright, our paths have been drawn. We have our LED, our switch, and our power source. This experiment shows you how current or electricity flows from one point to the next. In this case, it will flow from positive to negative. Right now, the switch is set in the off position. Now flipping the power source on, the flow of electricity is allowed to flow freely from the power source through the LED to light it up red, and then back to the power source. There is no resistance in the circuit just yet. Okay, so flipping the switch on, y'all see the red light has been lit up. That means the voltage has had to take the shortest path with the least amount of resistance. It says leave a gap in the circuit above, which is here. Place materials from around the house over the pads to complete the circuit. Using the LED as an indicator, which of these common items are conductors and which are resistors? Conductors means that the electricity is going to be able to flow freely or easily through the material. So it has some items that we can try to use, paper clips, a pencil, a pipe cleaner. So for a simple example, we're gonna use a regular paper clip. Okay, so I'm gonna place the paper clip. I'm gonna place the paper clip right here, okay? And then, boom. And then we're gonna take our power source again, make sure it's in the off position. Okay, so we're using a paper clip to see if the circuit will still flow, to see if the electricity is still gonna flow through the circuit with the paper clip now connecting the two. Okay, there we go. So if I press on it hard enough, as you can see, the paper clip is conductive because the paper clip is made out of metal. Small pieces of metal, but it's made out of metal. So that's why the flow is still able to pass through the entire circuit, going from the positive to negative. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all, these next two experiments were epic failures, so I will not be showing y'all those, but that's okay. Moving right along. Okay, for our next experiment, this is called the paper push button switch. The circuit is closed only while you are pressing the button. So here you can see the oval that I've colored in with the conductive ink to make the button. So it wants me to fold down this flap. So I'm gonna fold down the flap. And then when this conductive ink comes in contact with this conductive ink, it should close the circuit and the LED should light up. So let's see what happened. Okay, so power supply is switched on and I'm gonna press my button. Wow, and it comes on. Open circuit, closed circuit. It's closing that circuit and allowing the electricity to flow all the way through. That's pretty cool. Ah, boom, 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 boom. Okay. Here we are going to learn about our series circuit. A series circuit is defined as a circuit having only one path for the current to flow. So we are adding our LED, our switch, and our power source. Y'all can see I've already drawn in the circuit path and added our conductive push paper button in the top right corner. Turning the switch on, the LED lights up blue, and we are done. Voila! Okay, so this circuit is in parallel. A parallel circuit is defined as a circuit that can have multiple paths of current to flow through. Adding the same modules as the previous circuit and a button, or our switch A, This circuit is already closed and the LED is lit, it's red. If I turn switch B off, the LED turns off because the circuit is now open. But if I close switch A, or my button, the LED turns back on. This parallel circuit allows current to flow based on which switch is open or closed. Okay, so we have our LED light, we have our transistor, we have our power source. So now we're going to see when we turn the switch on how the circuit is going to be closed using our actual body. So power source is on. Perfect. It worked. Okay guys, so we are on our last experiment of the day, and this one says fun with flashing lights. Right. So it says, remember how we used the corner of pages 8 and 9 to make switches? In this circuit, we'll use the whole edge of the page to make lots of switches in parallel. After you build the circuit, fold the pages along the dotted line and run your finger up and down the folds to make the lights alternate. So we're gonna create some flashing lights. Okay, let's see if it works. Thank you guys so much for watching this video about draw circuits from Circuit Scribe. This was not a paid partnership. I literally just went on Amazon, typed in STEM starter kits, and this was one of the products that came up. You can also purchase this from circuitscribe.com. I will link all of that information in the description box below. So many pros for this product. Only cons I would have would be to maybe add in a little bit more theory for those parents who are maybe at-home parents, and just so they can understand a little bit more about circuits and current and voltage, all that good stuff. That's the only thing that I would add. But this was a great experiment for the kiddies. Also, if you have did this and have any kind of recommendation, please comment below as well if you've done anything like this. But yeah, this was super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks. Bye. Also, I would like to thank my dog Gizmo for helping me today. Say hi. He did so good, guys. Thank you.